Okay, so it looks like we're on. We're just looking at the wonderful advertising on our side.
Yeah.
So hello everyone. Just thank you for being here. I guess this is the very beginning for most of you. Oh, no, okay, so new guys. No, really? Oh, that was it. Bye. I am Wong. Hello guys. Okay, so we're here today with our Thortillas and Meedoc.
Hello. Hey.
Thortillas, Meedoc. Voilà.
Hi guy.
So basically the goal today is to have some real answers from the guys who are really working very closely to some of the aspects of the game where you may have some questions. So Tortillas worked a lot on the AI. He wasn't the only one, so there were quite a lot of them. But probably one of the ones who worked the most on it, probably for the longest time.
Most of the time, yeah. But yeah, I take some vacation, some holidays, so some guys work more than me.
Okay, so yes, long thing. So we'll start with a few AI questions because you know from the release of the game, you guys had questions about the AI capacity to defend itself, to attack. So I think the most interesting one is what do we do today to tell the AI to defend itself, and what do you have in mind to make that better?
Yeah, sure. So basically, what we have done in the last few weeks is just nail down all the little bugs we have in the implementation of the AI, which was kind of crippling the AI behaviors. So now it's a little better, and we have to improve now the global behavior of the AI. So the first thing we will work on is the AI defense. So trying to have more units in the city, and try to build more units in the wall. And at the same time, we will try to improve the attack, so the player won't be able to build a too much bigger attack and just crunch the AI. So trying to put some pressure on the player. So we'll try to diversify a little the attack, trying to attack two cities at the same times, for example. So
it looks like sometimes the AI is attacking always the
exactly
city.
Exactly. It's always the city. It's always the closest city. Regardless of the city defense, or even regardless of the region. Okay. So sometimes the AI will choose a city which will just cripple his economy. So it's not really interesting for the AI to do
because the city they will conquer isn't good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So next time we'll try to work on better strategic targets.
Okay. Choosing the right city to attack. Okay. It's really interesting. And on the same time, we'll try to work on some economical stuff, like choosing the right technologies and choosing the right building to do. Because now, sometimes the AI just do some stupid thing, like first trying to do the luxury exploitation and not the basic improvement you made in a city when you start.
Like just having better industry.
Yeah,
or,
exactly. Okay. So I think it will be pretty a good thing for the AI.
So could we imagine soon to have the AI attacking two cities at the same time?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm working on it today, so I hope to see that in the next few days.
Okay, so a lot of surprises coming on the AI front, basically.
Yeah, I hope.
Okay, you're optimistic.
Yeah, always.
Okay, cool.
I have to.
Yes, you better be. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Okay, so I'm just looking some of the questions you guys have.
The last one from Joshua.
Yeah.
Oh yes, good point. What about the combat AI?
Yeah, that's a really big stuff. In fact, there is two things. The first thing is trying to reduce the difference between manual combat and automatic combat. I don't know.
Auto-battle.
Yeah, auto-battle. So when the AI just do some auto-battles, it doesn't lose all the time. So that could be interesting, but it's kind of a lot of work. So
It's the same for the player because when I do auto battle,
yeah,
I lose a
exactly.
lot.
It's exactly the same for the players, but the player has the ability to choose between manual and auto, and the AI have no ability to choose between manual and auto. So for now, every combat of the AI is done on the auto part, and we have two choice. First, we can allow the AI to do some manual combat, or we have to improve the auto battle. So as the player will use the auto battle, we should just
Start
improve
with
the auto battle for everyone. So
Okay. But it is true that we notice also, and that goes back, I think, also about what Viesha was asking about, was the combat AI in itself. It's something that you will work on later, so they make sure they better use the terrain, the troop types.
So when you are in manual,
yeah,
have some AI which is really interesting to fight. Yeah, we try to do that. It doesn't work as well as we planned. So I think it's part of tweaking. We have to try to add some parameters and try to play with these parameters. But we'll see. It's not in the first list, I think.
is it in any kind of files that the players could tweak and mod, for example, or it's only code?
There are a few parameters in the XML to manage the deployment of the targeting, so player can mod it, but it's quite heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's lots of data.
So we could imagine that they could work on that. Okay.
Yeah.
If they want.
We will
of
try
course.
to.
So a question from Buddy 2K6 for the AI. Say I'm playing an average game, I end up on top and pretty much all scores. The AI seems peaceful, no real scare regarding being like said. Okay, so basically, what you mean is if you have much better score than the AI doesn't do anything to attack me or to reduce that, right? This is what I understand. So what happens? Why doesn't the AI feel threatened when you win, for example, by score?
Oh, yeah. That's one of the parts we plan to do, but have no time to implement it. So for now, the AI just look at his or its umpire and just say, okay, my umpire needs some more units or not. But it doesn't try to say, okay, I see that the other umpire are really more on the military side, so I need more unit because of the other umpires being more military than me. So this will be added in the next few weeks too.
Okay.
So that's really a thing we have to work on.
So that will be comparing a military score with military score. But what happens if just overall score is better? Can an AI feel threatened by a player who is about to win because the score is much better?
I know that the diplomatic parts of our AI do that already. So normally, if you are close to winning, the diplomatic part will just try to say, okay, can I do something against him or not? And if the diplomatic say, yeah, I can do something, so they will try to tend to the war, states. So we will try to build units and attack the player, but yeah, perhaps it's not strong enough. I don't know.
Okay. Seems that the AI tends to neglect retrenching the text, increasing army size.
Yeah.
Which is that actually, but just before shipping.
We fix some, but not all the thing. So yeah, we have to do some tweaking and balancing on the tech build order, I think. And this will come in the next few.
Because I think it was Tisho this morning saying that he saw some weird stuff happening on.
Exactly.
So it seems that the AI, or some of our tunings are not so good always, on the tech tree. So definitely we can do some better stuff on that. Side.
There is a huge issue with the scale of the score.
Yeah.
As we have nothing normalized, some score are way bigger than others.
Yeah.
So we
have
to fix that.
Yeah, some of the technologies were always chosen regardless of the of the context and so on.
Okay. Okay, so I think for now that will be it for the AI, but we'll still see if you guys have other questions, and maybe you'll ask them later. Plans to add some. Okay, so let's take another question from Devil Dog. Can you go back? You are wondering if we plan to add more unique flavor text to diplomacy interactions. They all generate now. It's a negatively affect immersion. Devil Dog, you are right. That was in the plans. I will have to check with Jeff, basically where he stands on that side. But normally that is supposed to be the plan, and if not, we'll definitely do everything we can on that side for the next add-ons. If not the next one, the following one. There's a lot of text. Basically, it's everything times 8, basically. So it is quite huge. And actually, the text-wise, the game for a strategy game is really huge. But definitely, anyway, we want to work on that and do everything we can to add more of that flavor. Okay, that was the question for Devil Dog. Other questions? I saw one. You guys were asking how the sales were going along, and it's going pretty well actually. So we're very happy. You remember like when we just shipped, we're kind of scared. Because nobody was talking about the game, and we just came out and we were in panic. But thanks to you guys and and everyone making a lot of noise around the game, saying how good it is, and the reviews have been awesome. We had a lot of reviews, and therefore the sales are following that. So we're extremely happy. But we just hope it will go on. Because we're still far away from being break even. So anyway, we're very happy. So it's cool. Okay. Question for the AI again, and then we'll switch topic. Does the AI explore runes?
Yeah, it does. But not really quite often. Not.
But you said this one you wanted to work on that.
Yeah, also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we try to improve the number of runes searched by the AI.
Okay.
There is a second question within the question.
Yes.
Do AI also do the faction quests?
Oh well.
They do. Should I? They do. They do, but it's simplified for them.
Yeah, it's really simplified. It's matter of turns instead of steps.
Okay. Anyway, it's a simplified version,
yeah.
But it follows what it should be for the player, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on for some other questions. What do we have? We have a question from High User about the faction and the lore. From the Broken Lords intro movie, it seems like the Lords were draining energy from humans that are living within the city built in the Lord's architecture. It is a population of human servants that use labor and does drainage. Or are the cities only composed of reanimated lords? And actually, that is the right answer. Basically, the Broken Lords only live in cities with Broken Lords, and there are no other humans living with them. So it's true, in that movie, it is quite weird that you see a human being drained of its life. What we want to say is basically this is a passage for them, for all the Broken Lords that need to drain life from any kind of being that was a human. In that case, could have been anything else. The idea would have been they would have gone on a smaller village around from another people and drained their life. So anyway, that was a good point. That's true. Okay, another questions that was saying, are not the Tet-like, the Jotus, the kind of archers, with like two heads, That's it. Huh? That's the
Yeah.
it's the two heads, guys. And are they a little overpowered? So what do you think of that?
Mm, Indeed, they are quite strong. We consider them as elite units, you know. They are part of the best archer in the game.
Are they veteran or elite?
Elite.
I
Elite.
thought they were veteran.
I think they're.
Okay.
I should check, but I think they're elite. What makes them strong is they can attack twice per turn. So indeed, even if they are archers, they can attack and counter attack when someone came to the melee. And they have quite powerful damages, but they have the weakest range as archers, so it compensates a bit. I think to take down an ethic, it's better to use other archer with a better range than melee units. It makes them different archers than the typical archetype.
So could we say that the archers in general are a bit overpowered?
Maybe they are not weak enough when the other units are in contact.
Okay.
We should work on that. We need to improve as we change a lot of things on the battle system the last weeks. There are still some issue regarding the balancing and the weakness and strengths of certain units. And I think archer are still powerful, especially because of the terrain and the role it has within the battle. Depending on the context, archer can be quite useless if they are on a plane and there is no elevation. But if you just have a few tiles with a ridge, you can do a massacre with just a few archer.
So I've seen a lot of massacres. So maybe we could check to try to tune down a bit some of the archers. I think that would be interesting to look at.
We have to find a good balance to not make them too underpowered, but they may be too strong for now.
Okay, so we have actual other questions for you, and one of them is glass steel is ridiculously overpowered. What do you think of that? So basically the point of that is saying that because of glass steel, you can have a lot of initiative, and thanks to initiative, actually, you can make sure that the others never have the time to attack you or use their special power.
Yeah, the funny thing is, during the whole development of the game,
Well.
everybody was saying that initiative was too weak, it was worthless. So, because people reacted like that, we decided to increase the power of glass steel and to buff the stats in addition to initiative. And right now they are saying the opposite, and they're right. Indeed, initiative is quite powerful, so we will reduce the other bonus given by glass steel. So if you will use glass steel, you will benefit from high initiative, but you won't have other bonus as powerful as in titanium. So for instance, if titanium give plus 10% health in addition to the attack, glass steel will give initiative but 5% of health.
Okay.
So it could give good incentive to use both.
Okay, interesting. Okay. So what else do we have? I think I saw a question from Prop Buddha. What do you consider to be the biggest balance issue in the game today, other than AI issues? Well, the marketplace, in many ways, could be a big balance issue. There's still a lot of stuff that we want to do on that side, because they're still easy to exploit at times. So for me, that would be the one big one.
The unit design in general, including the few issue regarding equipment,
Yes.
but also unit archetype, as we said with the archer.
Okay.
No,
What is the worst one for you? Except the AI.
Except
Not
AI,
allowed to.
it's difficult. Yeah, perhaps marketplace is the more non-used or wrong used part of the game.
Okay. So you can see that we will work on that. So that will be next. Would there be options to choose how we want to play the Broken Lords? like a good and bad side for the main quest. So that's very interesting because we have plans for the future, for the next coming add-ons, to work as we know we had on Endless Space. We had events where you had decisions to take for that event. You could choose to do things one way or the other. And definitely want to add that again to Endless Legend. I'm not saying that it will specifically answer that question of having two main quests for the Broken Lords, but it is things that could be done thanks to that by modders or by us later on. But at least in terms of events, to be able to play specific events that will give you good or bad choices or evil and nice answers to some events. Can we expect any kinds of expansion focused on religion and cult stuff?
No more cultists, please.
Yeah, for the AI,
I'm done
stuff.
for that.
That was tough. For everyone working on the cultists, that was insane, but it was well worth it. Anyway, we wrote it down. Religion is not at the highest level of our priorities for expansions, because in a way we have the cultists already. So looking at DLC, so for us, I guess this is what you call expansion packs, meaning like a big expansion pack with paying one with a lot of stuff in. It's not something we'll do right away because we still want to create a few add-ons first, working on some of the stuff we discussed already. So it's not coming soon. But as soon as we're pretty happy with the add-ons we created, we'll work on expansion pack. But anyway, definitely not this year. That's for sure. We'll see when next year is more the answer to that.
If I can react to Vyosha, it's actually what we wanted, to lose the attack if you don't have the initiative to play with it. We wanted to have units which are weaker than the average, but can be used to deny the attack of the opponents and to control the battlefield. So for us, it's not an issue to have such powerful attributes. We have just to balance.
If we allowed basically the units who've been attacked to attack again, then the initiative loses a lot of its interest. And it's true, the whole point with the initiative was exactly what you described. So I'm not saying this is a bad way of doing it. I think this is very interesting also, but it is a huge change in the way the game works. Will there be a soundtrack release from Endbroad's Word? Yes, it's already the case. Actually, you can basically. I think you could check. There are the links somewhere on the forums or on the blog. It's called Bandcamp. Is it?
Yeah, I think it's that.
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Game Audio Factory.
Game Audio Factory. Basically, you can go there. It's free, and if you want, you can donate to the musicians. So I hope you will, because they will deserve it, or he will deserves it. But anyway, so you can find it. Will there be, from Dark Messiah, will there be a notification with Broken Lords when you can buy population? We discussed that actually.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we
I
discussed.
was on the.
No, you went you went on holidays.
Yeah, sure.
Again. No. We discussed that. The thing is, at first we were scared of spamming the players with way too many notifications all the time. You have an empty queue, you have population, you have this and that, and we have quests, and we have diplomacy, and we have a lot of things. It's true that in the meantime we did add, as you've seen, a menu to select the notification you want to see, not to be spammed. So probably something we could add. It's true, it could definitely help. Sometimes to remind you that you have a few cities where you can buy population, and we will tweak also the population formula for the Broken Lords, which will make the population cost a bit less from the size of the empire as it does now. Okay, another one from Pro Buddha. maybe if a unit already attacked, it could lose a bit of defense. maybe. Interesting. No, it is true that there could be still some tuning on that side, and I guess in that direction there are interesting things that could work out. But it's we would definitely need to try out.
Yeah, we need to think it
discuss all that.
way deeper. we cannot answer or comment.
But it's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, do we have any other questions from there? If not, I have a few last ones to finish basically. One big one. Eric, our lead programmer, has been working a lot on what a few of you are having issues with wall generation and probably like for these guys, you can really be stuck in generating the game and the map. It is extremely difficult for us to reproduce because we don't have it happening here. But we have very good ideas of where the issue is coming from. The problem is like when we fix it for one person, it creates that issue for someone else. It's a bit of a nightmare. It's some compilation issue stuff with .NET.
Yeah, I don't have followed that.
Yeah,
so
but it's really weird stuff. But we are working on it and we did a lot of progress. So if any one of you guys are having issues with world generation, please check the post made by the community managers and Eric, and at least if you didn't read anything and you have this issue, at least make sure to deactivate your antivirus. Then to finish.
Good question on naval battle.
Okay, which one? From?
Yes, Indiralite food.
An early weak vessel far out on the first tech tree.
There is some people that are frustrated that you cannot travel through the ocean from the start, and you have to wait for the second era. They think that the naval battle is missing. And
yes. Okay. So we don't have any plans in the near future to insist too much on naval battles, because if we do it, we really want to focus on that and make it a very interesting part of the game, and it is quite big. So it's not the first thing we'll work on, but if you guys are really into it, we'll probably consider it for the next steps. It's true that early game, it's stuff we could try to look at, adding technologies in expansions to make at least some small sort of sea travel, not going fast, but at least you can do a little bit of that. So we can think about it definitely. With max zoom, I can't see city relic icons intended. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not sure to see. When you zoom out at maximum. Oh yes, no, it is intended. It is intended, but it's true. Okay, it's true. There are some stuff missing there, I think, and that's why you may wonder why you don't see city and relics. The area with max zoom, you can go pretty far, and if you were seeing all the cities, it could not look very nice. Originally, what we wanted to do is the max zoom level would have been a level where you only saw the empire names with their kind of icon and color, and even you could have relations between the empires being showed at the max zoom level, basically on the map. I hope that one day we'll have it basically. So that's just because you have a feature and that it could look odd sometimes. Okay, sorry for that. About winter, is there any plan to render it more interesting when it starts to last long, like special quests or special threats? We don't have specific plans, but yes, we do want, in midterm kind of work on that quite a lot. we want also to increase, feeling more like of a winter kind of people or a summer kind of people. We want to increase more on the appearance of events for winter than only affect with winter, like and then you have threats coming with these events. When we'll work on the events we talked about later, when you have earlier when you had choices with these events, it's stuff also that could be linked to the season you're playing in, so it could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so we'll finish soon. Do you have any other questions and then we'll go on the last one. Yes, plans. Okay, do we have any plans from Prabuddha to add late game content mechanics? Yes, basically we have two main focuses for the next months. Starting now and until 6 months from now is to focus on AI and mid-end game. And we have quite a few things in mind to try to make the mid-end game more interesting. Okay, a very good question. I'm one of those from Indira Lightfoot with an AMD card. And like every other hour, the game crashes to desktop with warning. So anyone from AMD, so AMD was not able to reproduce it. So we were kind of puzzled. So anyway, we're working with AMD, with Unity on it, trying to find solutions. I know that Amplimat tried the latest drivers, and for some people it seems it is a bit better, but others are saying it just made absolutely no change. Please, in real Lightfoot, if you didn't try to get the latest AMD drivers, tell us if you see any kind of changes to it. But basically, yeah, we're on it with AMD and Unity, and we depend on these guys because it's true. It is at a level where we don't have much control, and it is extremely frustrating for us. But anyway. Eric's spending a lot of time on it. Okay. The near window. Which window? This window?
Do you want to change?
It's you. Cool.
There's window everywhere,
okay,
so
yes,
it's all of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
yeah, this one's cool.
Which one?
The one highlighted by our guy.
What games are you guys playing now that are influencing your development? I hope it is not influencing the development.
I hope not.
Shadow of Mordor for me. So I hope
I'm playing Planet Side 2, so I hope it doesn't do anything with my dad.
So
I'm playing Hearthstone right now.
Hearthstone? Okay.
Yeah. So why?
Maybe. So if you see cards, card gaming, coming in the game, then you know why.
Actually, I had an idea of a trading card game.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. What else? Dominus 3, Vyosha, you asked me to play it, and I did try to play it. You will have to explain me how to play Dominus 3. Really, it is a crazy game. So, okay, so what else? So anyway, in the last stuff from Crows asking about DLC and expansions. So yes, so basically we hope to have our first pre-add-on coming out soonish.
Not too much, please.
Let
me sleep.
We want to spend quite some time on it to make it a fun one. But anyway, we hope to have it before the end of the year. That's for sure. But anyway, yes, that's the first plan. Then after that, maybe we'll work on another add-on. So on the add-ons, anyway, you will see, as we say, more AI, more endgame stuff about quests and events. We want also to work, a bit on the what we called multiplayer or co-op kind of quests. So you have the same objective. Only one of you guys can finish it. Stuff like that we really want to push forward. So anyway, a lot of stuff to come on that side. Thank you, Dark Messiah, for your guys' work. We need that. Okay, cool. So thank you very much for being here. I hope we were not too long. And anyway, we will wait for more answers from you guys this week, and we'll try to answer next week. I hope next week, if not next week, the following, we'll try to have Flybino coming to answer some
That's cool.
questions about music, composition, inspirations. So if you like his music, please come numerous, and we'll let you know if it is this coming Monday or the next one, according to when he's available.
Oh.
Thank you very much, guys, and we
Will he
talk
play
soon.
on live, you know? Some
Ah,
music?
Yeah, we
could
can
come
ask.
with some of his instruments. That's cool. Okay,
That's a cool idea.
we work on that. We work on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Have a good day.
Till next week.